What is up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the latest Liverpool transfer news video. I'm driving to the Netherlands and to Denmark today, so I will be there from July the 20th until the 27th. So if you are in either Copenhagen or the Netherlands, hit me up on Facebook or Twitter and let's play football together. I'm going to two of my subscribers there and we will organize some five-a-side games, so really looking forward to it. The biggest story today is that Liverpool and Chelsea want to sign Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. His price tag is very big, it's around £60 million, but I honestly think that Liverpool should go for him. If we have the money, we should go for him. It would be difficult to sign Keita, Van Dijk and Aubameyang in the same window, but imagine if Liverpool pulled that off. We would have an absolute dream starting lineup with Aubameyang and Salah and Mane either side of him, Firmino or Coutinho behind them, threading them through balls, and also Keita and Van Dijk. What a spine of a team that is, absolute dream for me. So it looks like that Dortmund have told Aubameyang that he needs to make a final decision on his future imminently, with Chelsea and Liverpool both believed to be, chasing the prolific striker. The Independent is reporting this. And Aubameyang looked set to move to the Chinese Super League, but the Chinese club offered Dortmund 60 million euros and they wanted 80 million euros. So they didn't sell. The Chinese transfer window slammed shut last Friday. So now Dortmund, it looks like that they want to sell Aubameyang. It looks like Aubameyang wants to move. And I think Chelsea need Aubameyang more than Liverpool, especially with Conte texting Diego Costa that he is not needed at Chelsea anymore. I mean, what kind of manager does that? But of course there is probably two sides to the story. Diego Costa himself said in an interview that Conte texted him, so Aubameyang would be a brilliant replacement, not gonna lie, for Diego Costa. But I'm greedy as a Liverpool fan. I want him to come to Liverpool. Chelsea, after losing out on Lukaku, could move for him as well. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp is a big admirer of Aubameyang. We know the history about Aubameyang and Klopp. Klopp made Aubameyang a really awesome striker and he really developed under him. And the German club Dortmund are keen to have a resolution about this transfer in the coming days, because if they keep Aubameyang, they need to know that Aubameyang stays. If they sell Aubameyang, they need to look for a big replacement. So it's understandable that Dortmund, with the season getting closer and closer, it's understandable that Dortmund wants this to be finished. Either Aubameyang decides to stay or he moves on to another club. And Dortmund chief executive Hans-Joachim Watzke has stressed that Dortmund have not received official offers for Aubameyang, but hinted that they will do a deal if the price is right this week. He said, and I quote, "We will wait a few more days, but not long anymore. I would personally prefer if he stays, but there are a few clubs on this planet where he can obviously earn more money." And this implies that Aubameyang really said and told Dortmund behind closed doors that if a big offer comes in, he wants to leave. So that means that I think Aubameyang is up for grabs. The reason why I really want Liverpool to sign him is, think long term, think like in 5 years. How many times is a striker of the quality of Aubameyang available in today's transfer market? And I think this is the perfect opportunity for Liverpool to sign a striker who could be the next great number 9 in Liverpool's history and who could fire, honestly, I believe that he could fire Liverpool to a Premier League title. Because even though we have great strikers at the club, Sturridge and Firmino, none of them score 20 to 25 goals a season. And Aubameyang certainly will score at least 20 goals a season for a big club like Liverpool, because Liverpool create loads of chances. And Firmino's return is decent, Sturridge's finishing is great, but he's hardly ever fit. And Aubameyang, I think, would propel Liverpool up towards maybe being the top scorers in the Premier League. And then you just need a solid defense, and then you are right there, very, very close to the title. So I know it sounds simple, these things are not simple, getting these transfers done. And of course, Liverpool might not have the money to sign 3 60 million pound players in the same transfer window, but imagine if FSG pulled that off. That would shut up the FSG critics and the haters, and I would be fully convinced that FSG really want to win the titles at Liverpool, what we all want as fans. And I honestly think that Jurgen Klopp would be a big attraction for Aubameyang, even though, you know, Aubameyang, at first he wanted to move to a club like Real Madrid. They weren't really interested in him. And now, you know, Aubameyang are just waiting whether which club are interested in him. And honestly, I think Liverpool would be a step up to Dortmund. In terms of financially, he would get a lot more money in terms of wages. And also, in the long term, I think Liverpool have more spending power than Dortmund. So in the long term, in the next like 3 or 4 or 5 years, in my honest opinion, Liverpool would build a greater team than what Dortmund is building. Don't get me wrong, Dortmund is doing brilliant in the transfer window. They always sign great young talent, but they just don't have the financial muscle to spend the amount of money that Liverpool hopefully will spend in this transfer window. So this is why I'm saying that Liverpool honestly should go for Aubameyang. And I think even when you know Jurgen Klopp has been here for like 3 transfer windows and his net spend is positive. So it's not like if we spend 180 million pounds in this transfer window, if you divide that by like 4 transfer windows, that's not that much. That's not a crazy amount of money. And of course Liverpool won't spend 160 million in every transfer window, but in one transfer window, if you don't spend in 3 transfer windows in a row, you can afford to spend that amount of money on one transfer window, because it would, in my opinion, it would guarantee Champions League football, and it would guarantee Liverpool at least being in the top 3 in the Premier League, in my opinion. If we signed Aubameyang, Keita and Van Dijk, I just cannot see Liverpool not finishing on the podium in the Premier League. But this is a discussion, guys, don't forget that. So make sure to leave your comments, leave your thoughts in the comments below the video, because I'm really looking forward to reading your comments. Besides Chelsea, there is AC Milan and Paris Saint-Germain, who are also big fans of Aubameyang and they want to sign him. But I think the only club that is, you know, besides Liverpool and Chelsea, I think, who can afford him is Paris Saint-Germain. And, you know, Man United just signed the striker, so they are out of the picture. Man City have Aguero, Iheanacho and Gabriel Jesus, so they don't really need a striker. Real Madrid and Barcelona certainly don't need a striker. So there are not that many clubs that can afford a 60-70 million pound worth Aubameyang. And you know, as I already said, Dortmund are prepared to sell. Local sources insisting a compromise of 70 million euros can be negotiated, which I honestly think that if Lukaku is worth 75 million, 70 million euros is like 63 million pounds. That's a very good deal, because in my honest opinion, Aubameyang is a better striker than Lukaku. But of course Lukaku is, you know, Premier League proven, that's why he has that price tag. Former Dortmund and Liverpool striker Karl-Heinz Riedle is surprised that Dortmund are ready to sell, and here are his quotes. He said, "It is no secret that Aubameyang is chased by clubs all over Europe. Whether the club will be weak, one will see. Certainly you have a better chance of winning things with Aubameyang than without him." Aubameyang has a little bit of this kind of a rebel, you know, in him, because and Christoph Metzelder, the former Dortmund and Real Madrid defender, said Aubameyang is simply a colorful bird doing his own thing. He's extroverted and loud. It's all part of his quality, because you know, the striker had some controversial moments in Dortmund. At one instance, you know that he has this famous celebration of putting on the Batman mask. Or the Spider-Man mask, I'm not sure, when he celebrated one of his goals, And the mask had a Nike logo on it, but Dortmund's main sponsor is Puma. And also previously that season he had the Nike logo put into his hair as a haircut. So Dortmund and especially their main sponsors weren't happy. The manager, the fans, the other players didn't mind, but the main sponsor Puma really didn't take it very well. And they said that we are convinced Dortmund will take the right action after this event, and Dortmund in the end fined Aubameyang for that. And also they said, we are wondering why our competitor would put their player in such a situation. I can tell you why: money. They wanted, exposure. They wanted to be associated with Aubameyang, one of the best strikers in the world. That's the main reason, in my opinion. So let me know, guys, what do you think about this? Do you think that Liverpool could, or do you think Liverpool should sign Aubameyang in this summer transfer window besides Keita and Van Dijk? Let me know. I gave you my opinion. I want to hear yours. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay awesome. See you later. Goodbye.